Today we're looking at Praetorians HD Remastered. For those of you that have played the original Praetorians game, you'll know what a revolutionary game this was for its time. The ability to create formations, the ability to merge troops together, and just a bunch of other things, including elevation being a factor, defense being a factor, for instance, hiding in a forest being an ability. And we're going to jump right into Praetorians, guys, skipping the tutorial here. I believe I remember enough about this game to jump right in. There are 4 tutorials which give you a nice overview of number 1 of fighting, building, etc. So what we're going to do is crossing the river Arar. In the year 58 BC, Caesar arrived in the Roman provinces on the other side of the Alps to take command as governor. His forces have trapped the Helvetii against the river Arar, giving Caesar his first great military victory. So we have to secure both sides of the river so that our veteran legions can chase the enemy. Let's hope that everything goes well. Fingers crossed. Well, that was a hell of an opening scene. I don't want these Gauls to destroy our entire army. So let's see if we can't get some vengeance for our lost centurions there.
Your primary objective is to build a bridge across the Arar. However, there are numerous enemy troops on both sides of the river that must be eliminated to allow our army to cross safely. The druid Divitiacus, our Aedui ally, has promised to send his mounted noblemen to complement your own forces. However, they have not arrived. Meet with them to find out what has happened. There are 2 sites on the river that are appropriate for bridge construction. You need to build at least one to allow our forces to cross the river. To expel the Helvetii from the area, you will have to gain control of these 2 cities. Dubis on this side of the river, and Pons on the other side. All right, Tribune. These are your orders. For the Senate and the Roman people.
Ave. I'm down with that, guys. Now, one thing pretty cool that we can do almost immediately in the game is to create a selection group. Let's advance. What I'll do once I get here, I want to send the legionaries forward.
Yes, sir.
So we're actually going to do a little micromanaging here. Of course, you can micromanage each individual unit if you want. You don't have to take sort of a unit selection, but I feel it's usually better.
Your orders?
Let's go for it, boys.
Yes, sir.
Let's hope the enemy doesn't come back too quickly to retake this area. But sure enough, they're already advancing with some infantry units. I'm going to focus my archers on them and hopefully cut them down before they even make it to the fight. Of course, we'll bring in some legionnaires just to make sure they're not here. And look at that. These legionnaires have found additional bowmen there hiding in the forest. We're going to ignore that for now, but definitely something we want to be aware of.
Attack! Your orders? I am in
Bring Regulus in here. Come on, Regulus.
We are ready.
burning this place up. You can see still a few civilians here kind of wondering what the hell is going on. What's going on is we're burning down your town for the glory of Rome.
Yes, sir.
There we go. I think our archers can deal with these guys. Of course, firing
We are ready.
bows in the woods with all the trees around, not always the best idea, I'll admit.
Attack! Uh-huh. I am in command. We are
All right,
ready.
folks, one more charge, and that's going to be
General.
attacking this building right here, taking control of this city.
Your orders?
Look at that. We've actually got a chieftain here of the Helvetii. Let's finish him off. Completely kill him.
We are ready. We are on the way.
And hopefully resistance in this area will completely shut down. We'll keep attacking Dubious with these units. Well, it looks like they're not interested in an attack, but that is a dead chieftain.
Your orders? Uh-huh. I am in command. Following your orders. Yes, sir.
So we
Yes,
still
sir.
have additional enemies here. Yep, sure enough. Still some units of the Helvetii tribe. In fact, our archers are so annoyed by these guys, they actually decided to try and attack
Yes, General.
with some hand-to-hand
Immediately.
combat. God love them for that.
Yes, sir. We are on the way.
Kill them, boys!
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be the end of those Helvetii at least.
Orders.
And now, of course, to take the settlement itself.
Uh-huh.
Let's go ahead. We're going to leave this area, and what I want to try to do is meet up with those nobles we were
Yes,
promised. So we're heading over here again. We very well might encounter enemies on our way, but either way, we intend to destroy them one way or another. So we are going to advance. I'd like to advance through
Your
the
orders?
forest. I don't know why this guy's going over here.
Uh-huh.
Let's bring him back. And hopefully this
Yes, General.
forest advance will be somewhat safer,
General?
maybe, than our
Immediately.
initial advance here. So let's go
We
for
are on
it.
the way.
Can always come back
We are
for the
ready.
villages once we've got
Yes,
some
General.
reinforcements, etc. I'd like to think that this area is fairly safe. I'd like to think
Yes,
we've
sir.
killed most of the Helvetii here, and that this
Your
should
orders?
be a cakewalk.
Immediately. Uh-huh. Immediately.
Welcome, friends.
Following your orders.
So the Aedui are absolutely on Rome's side. Always a bit of good news. And I just saw, we got to be careful. I saw a Helvetii scout right there, a hawk scout. What these guys can do is actually send a hawk up into the sky and try and look for you, try and find you, and do some serious damage. Now their cavalry is going to be right there waiting for us. We're going to have to fight in the forest. Let's go for it. It ain't going to get any better than this. At least we've got the enemy surrounded on all sides. And look at
last
that.
we meet Roman friends. Our leader, Divitiacus, has been ambushed near the river by the Helvetii dogs. Let us hurry and rescue him.
Very well. We're going to rescue the leader of these guys, I hope. Although we still got a lot of fighting to do here. Look at this. Gladius flying everywhere. Gladii, I should say, flying everywhere. This is a pretty brutal fight. But now, of course, we've got these additional troops.
Immediately.
Let's bring them in.
We are on the way.
All right, welcome, folks. Now, if we want, we can actually create an entirely new selection group. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make it 4.
Yes, sir.
And this selection group will work together. We could actually merge some units together, but I think I'll wait just a little bit longer before I make that decision. All right, folks. What next? What next indeed? Oh, looks like we're getting an attack. No. Some of our units are getting hit here.
Immediately.
Going to push up and advance towards the next location. Sure enough, we've got an enemy scout here. Let's see if we can't ride him down before he gets back to the enemy. Good work, boys.
We're on the way.
And we're advancing towards the bridge, guys. To actually get across, we're going to have to construct a bridge. And then, of course, deal with it that way. Now, look at that. Our cavalry should be able to really help here. But we've also got enemies attacking from behind, some warriors. So I want to make sure that some of our men are focused over here, too. This is how the Helvetii try to get us, is to try and outnumber us and flank us on multiple sides. We're not going to let them get away with that. That's just not going to happen. Come on, folks. Caius Titus.
Attack! I am in command.
Looking pretty wonderful so far. I think our men are doing an excellent job. Is that? Oh, I thought it was a ballista, it's just a signpost. Into formation, boys. sure that nobody else is hanging around near that town. That could definitely be an issue.
Yes, sir.
But we will push forward here, and hopefully we can save the leader here of our allies. Once again, another group of Helvetii. We're going to send some of our Centurions into the woods here just to get a look. A lot of times the enemy will have, you know, archers, things like that, axe throwers, and sure enough, they've got a whole bunch of men protecting this area. So I'm going to go ahead, charge right in here, charge right in with the rest. We should bring our archers up, and we'll also bring our Centurion up. But they have a lot of support here, and I mean a lot of support. Fire away. Try to cut down their numbers. In the name of the Senate of Rome. Come on, brothers.
I am in command.
And there we go. Finish them up, although I'm not going to lie, that was a hell of a fight. Pretty brutal. Nonetheless, it looks like our Praetorians managed to make it across. Let's see where that bridge is. It's going to be right there in the middle. So what I'll do, I'll cut through the woods. Not all of our units can cut through the woods. I think it's just our ground troops. Well, maybe our commander can too, but not our cavalry. Our cavalry cannot cut through the woods, understandably.
Yes, sir. We are ready.
Unable to comply.
Now over here, we actually need to go ahead and get some building going on. I believe our legionaries can build. If not, we're going to have to find out how to set up the building queue here. First of all, maybe we need to just take out the enemies on the other side of the bridge. Could be that simple, that they're stopping us from being able to get over there and fix anything. Fire away. Look at those arrows going overhead. Just beautiful. And we should even be able to wipe out their pikemen here without much of a fight either. So let's go for the pikemen.
Your orders? Attack!
Looks like they might not want to stick around for much longer.
Unable to comply. I am in command.
All right, we're going to take the general here, and we are going to go ahead and begin constructing. Now, we can actually go ahead and construct some additional units, etc. You know what?
Immediately.
Maybe it's time for some legionaries, but for this, we actually need to be close to a town. And I wonder if we go back to this town, if we can go ahead and get that right now, or if we have to wait just a little bit. Now, unfortunately, to take this village, guys, we're going to have to demote one of our existing troops. And the reason we're going to do this is to turn him into auxiliary infantry. So let's go ahead. We're going to demote them. And at that point, we can finally go into the town and snatch it from the enemy. Let's make it happen. These guys will, of course, start building the town up. And I think we want to be careful here. I'm not sure we necessarily want to attack until we've got this place completely secured. Then we can go look for the chieftain of our Gallic friends here. I could also maybe, just maybe, take... No, I'm not going to risk it because we already have a lack of units here. I just hope that I can promote once again after everything is built. Of course, they're currently just standard auxiliary units, so it's going to take a little while. I'm going to move up here and just take a look with my cavalry. I'm just kind of scouting around, making sure that there are no Gauls hiding out around here, but I think we pretty much wiped out all the Gauls on this side of the river.
We're on the way.
Your orders?
We're going to have to do the same for the bridge, folks, so I might just keep this legion as auxiliary infantry. I hope they don't hold it against me. But we really need them right now to just build, build, build. That's the most important thing. Get control of these villages and essentially turn this garrison into our garrison. Alright, there we go, guys. Now our actual Centurion has gone into Dubis. And he is going to convince those people that they should join us or die, pretty much. In fact, I'll go ahead. We still need to keep on building over here, continue the building process with the rest of our men, and go ahead and get Dubis completely under our control. What we really need are some reinforcements, and I'm not sure, it's been a long time since I've played, I'm not sure if we can get reinforcements for the more advanced units like the legionaries. I think for the nobles, we should have no issue. So there we go, an additional auxiliary infantry. Oh no, this is the standard auxiliary infantry, got a little excited there. But what we could do here, we can exit the village with our Praetorian. What I want to do is try and purchase some more legionaries. Let's see if it can happen. If not, then we'll simply move forward and hope for the best, really.
Your orders?
Yeah, we'll get you constructing something soon. But right now, I think I just want to keep them as auxiliary troops to repair the bridge. We're definitely going to need their help over there.
Unable to comply.
So look at that, guys. The population actually is generating these legionaries. I didn't think that was going to be a possibility. But it looks like, despite these people being Gaulish traitors, they are looking okay in terms of fighting on our side. Now, there's our first auxiliary infantry there. This is the upgraded one. Now, I want to see what happens when I promote them. So I'm going to try to promote them to Praetorians. And hopefully we'll have an additional fighting force here, but no. So certain troops maybe cannot be promoted. These are just going to be our standard auxiliary infantry. Fair enough. I can take it. We're about to get another unit and proceed to the bridge, where we can continue our campaign against these Helvetii dogs. We also can't forget about our friend, our ally's friend, I should say. It's going to be very, very important here.
A new troop has been recruited.
Right, there we go.
Uh-huh.
Now, unfortunately, our archers have taken quite a beating. What I could do is join them with this archer unit. Probably not a bad idea.
Unable to comply. We're ready.
There may be too many units over there, so I'm going to try again. Yeah, there's just too many archers in that group. Fair enough. I'm going to make another selection group, so this time it'll be selection group 7.
We are on the way.
Let's proceed forward, friends. I believe we've got a strong enough force here to show the might of the Senate of Rome to these dogs. Now, the one thing is we don't have our commander with us. Oh, yes, we do. Sorry. We do have our centurion with us. Somebody is left behind to control the area of Dubis. We could even go ahead and produce more troops. I was thinking of actually getting some mounted horse archers. And let me set the rally point somewhere up here. Would be nice to actually get a Hawk Scout. This guy can let us know kind of what's going on.
I am in command.
He can be our eyes and ears. First things first, though, I want to get back to that bridge. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. We've got additional units arriving. Additional enemy units arriving. We've got to go back. I got the feeling there weren't any more of them hiding here, but I was mistaken. Luckily, our Gaulish allies here should be able to help. Just completely overrunning the enemy. You know what? Now I'm considering building that watchtower. Initially, I didn't think it was going to be important, but I think a defensive tower might be exactly what we need. Let's get building. Let's not forget we've got an additional unit of auxilia, so we can use them. We'll leave one of our auxiliary units behind. I'm not even going to do the unit selection here, or I should say the formation selection. Simply because I really don't want these guys also joining us accidentally. Now, you can set formations in this game, too. So it's, again, you can only set formations if you've got a centurion in your group. But that's one of the beautiful things of this actual game. There's just so many different approaches. We can do turtle formation, standard formation, stationary, etc. Right now, we are in standard, but of course, if we start getting attacked by missiles all over the place, we'll get into turtle formation, and we'll have a little bit more of a defensive bonus. Get over there, boys. Man, I hope you guys are fast builders, and just in case you aren't, we're going to start training another unit of legionaries. Now, since they are somewhat elite troops, at least in comparison to most others, it's going to take a little while longer for them to actually get produced. But I think for this final city, we'll almost certainly need the assistance of some additional units.
Yes, sir.
Let's get our Hawk Scout. We have to get a little bit closer for this Hawk Scout to really be useful, because the Hawk has a, sort of cooldown time, and also he can't fly forever. At some point he has to come back to his owner.
Construction is complete.
Immediately.
Auxiliary.
We are ready.
Fix the bridge. We've got some archers over here to protect them just in case the enemy tries to get squirrely here. And in fact, I'm going to fire at those pikemen. They've gone back to their original position. Bully for me. Let's go. $1236 down to $786. That's a pretty significant bit of damage there. But now I wonder, are we going to have to build a second bridge? I think we might have to build a second bridge. There is the beginning of it. I'm going to send a group of legionaries first, the 12th Legion. And there we go. We've got another group of legionaries here. I'll leave the auxiliaries behind to defend this area, and I'm going to send these legionaries forward to join the fight.
Your orders? Attack!
We're getting a little smarter here. Really trying to get out of our line of sight. I like that. Not bad from the AI. Not bad. I'm somewhat impressed. Alright, guys. Forward with the legionaries for Rome. In fact, our auxilia are going to be attacking first. Fair enough. Let the legionaries attack with the pilum. And we know the Helvetii are quite good at these little games. So we want to make sure that this isn't a trick. What I'm going to do, I'll stop these guys right here. Where is my druid? Might take him a while to get here, unfortunately. Select everybody. There we go. So with the Hawk Scout, I'm going to go to abilities. And I'm going to send this scout over up here to see if we can see what's going on, pretty much. Well, I am thoroughly amazed. There are still some guys there. Yeah, but they definitely hid at the very back, trying to not be seen. Let's get the rest of our boys forward. Of course, we must move the Centurion along as well. He's got to remain with his men. That command sphere is going to give them a bonus, so we want to keep them close. Not too close, but close.
General,
let's forward, boys. Come on. For the glory of Rome. No, don't cross yet. Don't cross yet. Cowards.
We are ready.
I'm hoping this is going to be all we need, although I want to bring the archers as well. And sure enough, the enemy is attacking. Would have been good for us to get into a defensive formation there, but we didn't really anticipate that. Another group as well, but you know what? I'm going to have these archers focus on the infantry. I don't think they need a bridge to get across this tiny canal.
Your orders?
Bring the rest, boys.
Yes, General.
Absolutely wonderful. I think we have finished off the enemy, and even our auxiliary troops were able to get some pretty epic attacks. Don't think they have no defenses whatsoever. They're just not as well stocked as our legionaries.
General? Immediately.
This could be the final push, my friends. And I think if that's the case, we probably want to continue purchasing some units. I'm going to get some equites, some cavalry, and also some legionaries while all this is going on.
Yes, sir.
Forward, boys. Interesting. So our legionaries cannot get across. We're going to have to get our auxiliaries, almost certainly, to assist us in this situation. Our auxiliaries, let's face it, they're not as good at fighting as our actual legionaries are going to be. But the enemy is attacking us from all sides. This was kind of my concern.
Immediately.
No, get back! Get back, Centurion! And we better hope that our archers alone can handle this.
I am in command.
And that's going to be the death of Titus, one of our Centurions there. I hope that's not it. I don't think it's the end of the game if we lose the Centurion. We simply have to purchase another Centurion. Let's at least throw some pilum down there. Not bad. We're going to have to come back to avenge our fallen friend. But for now, go over here. We've also got physicians, which would have been extremely helpful.
Has been recruited.
No, that's going to be it, folks. I hope that doesn't end our game. I'm going to take a look here. First, let me get some more auxilia.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, legionaries.
Following your orders.
And I'm hoping they can build a bridge right there. See, we have to repair. We can't build, we've got to actually repair an existing bridge, which means there's got to be another connection somewhere here. Aha, there we are. The secondary bridge. This was a bit of a... not exactly the bridge I was looking for. So let's head back and try to find another one. Caius Titus must survive. I believe since Caius Titus fell, we are dead. Wait a minute. Okay, beautiful. No, he's quite alive. Caius Titus Regulus is quite alive here. But to be able to purchase units from here, we are going to need him. So I'm going to send him back in here, although never good to lose our Centurion. So we didn't lose our Consul. We simply lost our Centurion. I'm going to have these guys set up, and then we're going to proceed to the next bridge to really decide what we're going to do. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay video here. I would love to do some more Praetorians, but let me know in the comments down below if this is something you want to see some more of. It's definitely an old school game, but I think this remastered version looks absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to see exactly what is coming next. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Drop a comment down below, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. All glory to the Senate of Rome and her people.